People are not really sure whether they killed someone, whether they shot towards someone, whether they were responsible for a death, whether it was a combatant or a civilian, doesn't seem to matter. The fact of thinking that they did something which then they can't come home and freely talk about with their family members is powerful. Their nervous system becomes highly dysregulated. They're either overly aroused or they're completely numb. They end up having difficulty in relationship, which is what we call attachment disruption. And that often occurs because in combat, when there's a loss or violence in combat, it doesn't just happen to a person as an individual, it happens to a unit. And then unit disruption causes people to have very difficult time reattaching to other people in their lives when they return from combat. What we'd like to do is introduce a new model of treatment, which is a 7-day decompression camp model that incorporates several different treatment modalities. Among them are EMDR, equine-assisted psychotherapy, yoga, and healing story workshops. EMDR stands for Eye Movement Desensitization and Reprocessing. It's an adaptive information processing method that enables for the integration of a traumatic experience on 3 different levels: on the cognitive level, on the emotional level, and on the sensory level, so that people do not have to continue to experience symptoms for the rest of their lives. One of the things we've seen very clearly in warriors here and elsewhere is that they come home from serving their country with a tremendous amount of guilt. And that is one of the things that is very effectively treated through EMDR, so that they don't have to feel responsible in an unhealthy way, that they can take responsibility for their actions without having to feel that they need to punish themselves for the rest of their lives. The second treatment modality that we're going to be using is called equine-assisted psychotherapy. We use horses as psychotherapy partners in treatment with clients. It's a planned model. It's not sort of like other pet therapy where you just get to be near a horse and touch them and groom them and walk with them. There are actually specific activities that we ask clients to engage in, and then we work with what comes up as they try to maneuver through these different activities. Engaging with a horse is very different than small animals. They're very large, they weigh 1,200 pounds, so people have to be more aware of their body and space when they're interacting with a horse than perhaps a cat or a dog. The other very important thing that distinguishes equines from other animals that are used in therapy is that equines are prey animals. In the wild, and even in some areas where they live domestically, they can be attacked by other animals, especially coyotes and mountain lions and also snakes. They have to be acutely aware of their environment at all times. And when people interact with them, people become part of their environment. And the horses, in order to protect themselves, to assure for their own survival and the survival of the herd, have to be able to read signals. And what they read is not just the behavior of the humans around them, but they read underlying emotion and intention. We get a better idea of what's going on with our human clients by watching how the horses are responding to them, because the horses are responding to things that we can't always see. The model of equine-assisted psychotherapy that we're going to use at the camp is EGALA. It's a distinct model from some of the other ways that people are using horses for therapy, and one of the things that makes it quite distinct is that we always work as a team. We have 2 humans as part of the team with the horses, one of whom has to be a licensed mental health professional, and the other has to be an equine specialist professional and have enough credentials in the field of equine behavior that they really know what to look for. We wanted to involve yoga as a daily activity at the camp to help people learn how to control their breath and to be able to integrate some of the yoga postures into daily routine. We know that there's a lot of research now that's gone on with the military with yoga, and that all of the research results are coming out as being quite positive. But yoga is something that people can take home with them and they can have every day for the rest of their lives. The treatment modalities at the camp that have been selected are all modalities that have worked for me personally. The combination is also very unique, and I think our program is extraordinary. I don't know of other programs that are incorporating EMDR and equine-assisted psychotherapy and daily yoga. So our plan is to recruit active duty warriors, to bring them to camp for a week, see how much better we can get them, and send them back to their command, so that at least then those who want to stay in the service will be able to do that. At least they'll have a shot at being able to do that.
It's a very positive experience where you have lots of counselors and lots of people that actually care and devote time to come out and help you with the healing process.
It's not just focusing on recovery from trauma, it's what will you replace that trauma with, and this creates hope.
Journey complete.